Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So first off, I would just like to say please excuse my voice. I've had a really bad cold and as you could hear, my voice went completely crazy. It's just starting to come back now, but I do sound like a rabid man. So yeah. In today's video, I have a review of the Ejiubus Stamping Plates. Now these are new to me. I have seen them all over social media, but I haven't tried them myself. So I thought I would do a bit of a longer video. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you swatches of both of the collections, but I'm also going to be doing a comparison using different stampers and also stamping polishes. Some of these stamping polishes I've had difficulty with. So I thought it would be great to see how well etched the plates are and whether or not they were worth the $8.99 that I was charged for them. So the Ejiubus Stamping Plates come in these little cardboard cases. They have like the Ejiubus Stamping website and all their social media details and things like that on the back. Once you open them up, you get them in these little plastic case, and again, it comes with instructions. It comes with information on how to reach Ejiubus if you would like to return your plates and all that kind of good stuff. Inside the little cardboard case, you do receive 2 double-sided stamping plates, so you basically get 4 stamping plates for the price of 1. I was really actually quite surprised to see how well etched they were and how much I actually enjoyed working with them. So as I mentioned before, the first collection that I'm showing you here, this is the modern and geometric style collection. This one was in collab with the fellow YouTuber Francesca Mendez. The collab images measure at 12.6 centimeters by 6.5 centimeters, and the single images, they are 2 centimeters by 1.5 centimeters. So they are fairly large designs, and they are going to fit all different kinds of nails, whether you have wide nail beds or long nails. It isn't really going to matter. And the next collection I have to share with you is their fall textures and the collaboration plate that they did with Dawn Diva called Diva Fairy Tales. Now Dawn Diva, she is an indie polish maker. I wasn't actually sure about that, so I had to look it up. But yeah, apparently she makes her own indie polish and they collabed on this plate. So you have the fall textures plate. This one is chock full of images from plaid to modern textures on the other side. And then you have the Dawn Diva collab plate, which is full of really cute animal prints and also some images of unicorns and sort of like the kawaii Japanese sort of style cartoons. So for the swatches, I decided to go a little bit in depth and actually see how these plates perform. So I picked a few stampers. I have a range from the first one, which is the black double-sided film stamper. We then have the Fab Your Nails Film Squishy. We then have the Nail Artisan Jumbo Clear, which is also film squishy. And finally we have the Moyu London, which is the marshmallow stamper. For the stamping polishes, I'll be using the Kaleidoscope STF 311, Hit the Ball, Amethyst Sizzle. We'll then be using the Estimales de Kelly Neome, the Model's Own Chrome Silver, the Cream Polish, which is a white stamping polish also by Kaleidoscope STF 02. We then have Mundarinus Black. So I'm first going to begin by removing the protective layer off the plates. I'm going to do this to all the stamping plates in the collection before moving on to the stamping. So we're first going to start by swatching the fall textures in Diva Fairy Tales collection, and I've already prepared my nails with 2 coats of Nails Ink Dam Tam. And the first combination we're going to be using is Kaleidoscope number STF 311, Melody Mermaids it's called, and the Fab Your Nails Squishy Stamper. So we're just going to start on one image, and I'm going to put a nice liberal amount, gently scrape that off and see how the pickup is. As you can see, it picked up really well. The image is nice and crisp. I'm just going to line that up and see how it stamps. Make sure it's touching side by side, and as you can see again, it stamped really well. The next combination is the Moyu London Marshmallow Stamper and the Hit the Bottle Amethyst Sizzle. And once again, the image picked up nice and crisp, which I was so surprised about because I have often had so much trouble with the Hit the Bottle stamping polishes, but these picked up really nice and crisp. I'm now going to move on to the Fall Textures plate, and I'm picking the lines simply because usually these are really hard to pick up. And for this combination, I'm using the Nail Artisan Jumbo Stamper and Esmalte's de Kelly Naomi. Once again, the image was really well etched and that picked up flawlessly. Once I lined it up with the nail, as you could see, it was nice and opaque and it gave you enough of the colour that your image was nice and clear. Next, I went ahead and used the Bon Pretty double-sided stamper, and this one is a firm stamper. I'm going to be using the Model Zone Chrome with this one. I just switched it over to the more modern texture sort of style, and I went with this really gorgeous sort of paint drips, and I decided to go ahead and see how well this one double stamped. So I first started with the Model Zone Chrome. I then went ahead and used the white polish by El Corazon, which is ST02 White. I then went ahead and used one of the more sort of flimsy, sort of like lined kind of images. And for that I used Mundo de Unas Black. And again, I went ahead and used the Bon Pretty Store double-ended stamper. Then after I had finished swatching the plates with all of the polishes and the stampers, I was super surprised to find that they really did stamp so well. They picked up flawlessly that I thought I'm going to try one of the more intricate images. So I went for the owl using the Fab Your Nails, and as you could see, it picked up flawlessly. So for swatching the modern and geometric style plate, I started out with 2 coats of Regent's Place by Nails Ink. I then removed all of the blue film from the modern and geometric Francesca Mendez collab plates. I made sure everything was removed, and using the same stampers and polishes as before, I used various images on this plates to see how these performed as well. Once again, I must admit that I was super pleased with how much these images were so crisp. They just came up absolutely perfect. I had not one issue with any stamper or any polish that I used, and believe me when I say I have had the utmost bother with some of those El Corazon polishes and also the Esmalte's de Kelly polishes, but they absolutely performed. As I got more into the intricate flimsy designs, again I used El Corazon just to double check that it wasn't my imagination and this polish was actually working. And as you could see, it picked up every little fine detail, and once I stamped it onto the nail, it was super opaque and very much you could notice all the little details of that image. So once I got finished swatching them all, I went ahead and added top coat to all of those nails for a glossier finish. And as you could see, the stamping, while not my most greatest work, I really found that they picked up the image flawless. When it came to how well the image stood out on the nail, every single one, you were able to see what was going on with the image, you were able to see what was going on with the nails. I used some words and everything to make it all that more difficult, and they all came out fabulous. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you a quick design I did on one nail just to put them to test. So I went ahead and used sort of this like geometric shaped image at the top of the plate here with Mundidiunas Black and the clear jumbo stamper by Nail Artisan. For the nail I painted it white. I then went ahead and mixed up some pigments. For that I used a really nice hot pink, a blue and a purple, and I just mixed them up with some of the water base coat by Bowl Polish. I used a stiff brush to apply them and a small mixing tray to mix the colours. I started by adding a few like blobs of the base coat, and I then mixed the pigment in and applied them to the nail. I then went ahead and used my stiff brush and added that colour to the white polish in sort of like a wave motion, going down in a vertical line using each of the colours. For the little geometric diamonds, I went ahead and used a holographic polish and filled in all of those with that polish and a small detail brush. Then once I was finished colouring it in, I went ahead and added a top coat right over that image to make my little decal. Then for a little bit more sparkle, I added a little bit of I Love Nail Polish the Magician onto my gradient, removed the sticker once it was dry, positioned it how I liked, and then removed any excess and added a fast dry top coat. And I really love how the unicorn sort of pigment in the I Love Nail Polish went against the hollow in the Prism Drops. And finally, here is another quick look at how those plates performed, and I must admit, I was so surprised. I thought they maybe would not be that great for the price, but I should have known because some of my favourite stamping plates are by Born Pretty Store. But yeah, I was really amazed at how well these stamped, and I was super glad that I went ahead and picked them up. So yeah, that's us reached the end of this video, guys, and once again, I really apologise for my voice, but if you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my videos, I upload a few times a week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!